Hi, this is Pat from Pat's Card Corner. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Virginia Beach, Virginia, and I am going to show you today how I made this card right here. I posted it on my blog a couple weeks ago, and I had a lot of comments about how I did it and how I made it, so I'm going to show you how easy it is to do this today. And just to be clear that this is not my original idea. I actually saw this on Pinterest, and I cannot find it again to give credit to the person that did it. I do know that because I watched a video that she had done, and I do know that she is German because she was speaking in German. So, but as soon as I find it, I will gladly give her credit, or if she sees this by some chance, if she'll let me know, so I can credit her because she just did a phenomenal job. So anyway, so here goes. So this card, and I've made another one here too, is really very simple. This little shape here is actually this stamp, and it comes from the Painted Poppies stamp set. It's this little like splotch background stamp. That's what that one is. And the smaller one, that made the smaller birds, it's actually this stamp. And this one is from the Bonanza Buddies stamp set, and it's this little thing here that's meant to be one of the balloons. But obviously you can see you can make different things with it. So that's how we did those. And then all the black lines and all the drawing are done with one of Stampin' Up's journaling pens. These pens are going to be discontinued on June 2nd. So if you want any of these, they come to it a package. You need to order them before Tuesday. So what you'll need to make this card, and you can have any background cardstock you want, but you're going to need a piece of cardstock that measures 5 1/4 or 5 1/2, excuse me, by 8 1/2, and you're going to score it at 4 1/4, and then fold it in half and just give it a good press. So you're going to need one piece of cardstock, and then you're going to need 2 pieces of Whisper White cardstock that are cut same size, and they are 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. So you're going to need 2 of those. One we're going to draw on, the other one is for the inside of the card. So this is the one that we're going to stamp with, and I am going to, the card, you'll see, has lots of different colors. You can choose any color for the birds that you want, but these are the colors that I chose. So I did the bird in Pineapple Punch. It also looks great in Daffodil Delight. Then for the other birds, I used Granny Apple Green, Highland Heather, Lovely Lipstick, and Calypso Coral. And the reason I chose those colors is because they have matching Stampin' Blends markers, because you'll use those markers to color in the little tail feathers, and as you can see there, also the beak and the little egg down there. So that's why I have those colors here, and I'm missing one, so I'm going to get it real quick. Missing my pool party light because I'm going to need that for the egg. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to stamp the bigger bird right in the middle. Move that out of the way. So you're just going to ink it up really good. Make sure you got a lot. And I'm going to put it right in the middle of my card. A little, not quite in the middle, a little bit farther up for the top, but kind of try and center in the middle. So there's the bird. Let's set that aside. And then for this, you're also going to need, because we're using the same stamp again to make all the little birds, you're also going to need something to clean it off with between the birds that you're doing. So there's really no order to the colors, just however you want to do it. So you're just going to stamp it up, and then just kind of randomly stamp And I'm gonna clean it off. Got my little Simply Chamois, which I've cut in half, but obviously I've used it a lot, but it cleans the ink off, as you can tell. It doesn't leave any. It's great for doing little things. Okay, next, going to do, this is Lovely Lipstick, and I'm going to put this one over here, just because, kind of keep those colors separate. Clean that off. You can tell it's squeaky clean because it's squeaking. Okay, then I have Highland Heather. Put that up a little higher. Let's clean that off. It's really important to clean it off in between because you don't want to accidentally mix up your ink and get it in the wrong one. And then this one is Granny Apple Green. I'm just going to stamp that up real quick. That there. Okay, and I'm going to clean that off so I don't mess it up. And now what we're going to do is we're going to draw. And this is just super simple. I'm just going to go around the outside of each of the little circle. It doesn't matter if it's perfect. It can be kind of squiggly because, you know, they're birds, and birds, you know, they have feathers. They aren't all smooth, so it doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm just going to go around the outside. Really easy. And this one's a little, he's a little bigger, and this stamp actually has like little kind of rough edges on it. So I'm just gonna kind of wiggle my hand as I'm going, just to kind of get it wiggly too. Because like I said, they are birds. They have feathers. They ruffle their feathers. They're not smooth. It's okay. Okay. And now I'm gonna add legs. And we're just gonna add a couple legs, give them some feet, some tails. Just to do the tails, you're just kind of making little loops. Doesn't matter how you do it. There's really no right or wrong. Give them a beak. Let's see. This one we're going to kind of give two little eyes this way. And give them a little feather here. We're going to put legs on this one. I'll turn my paper a little bit here. I'm a lefty, as you can tell, and I do hold my pencil funny, so sorry about that. And let's give him some tail feathers. So we're going to make little feathers here. This one I'm going to make looking right at him. So you're just going to kind of try and get your eyes about the same shape. And we're actually going to give this one a couple little wings on the outside. And let's do this one. And get this one a beak. Looks like he's talking. We're going to have her eye closed. Little eyelashes. Little wing. And let's see. Some tail feathers. Like I said, they don't have to be perfect. They're just kind of, you know, in there. And let's see, get this one a little beak here. Eye. Some tail feathers. Don't forget the legs, because they need to have legs. And we're going to give him a little feathers on top. And now for the big one. And this one I'm going to put just kind of a big oval down here. I'm going to put a couple little dots on it because I've seen eggs that look kind of speckled. And now we're actually going to make this one's face. We're going to give her a beak and some eyes. Let's try and make the eye. I'm going to try and make the eye the same size. I made one earlier and the eyes were different sizes, but so, you know, it still came out, doesn't matter. And then this one, they're going to have big feathers. She's going to have big tail feathers. And then we're going to give her some wings out the side. And just remember, you know, they aren't perfect. They don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be the same. You're just kind of making some loops. And there we go. And now all you have to do is take these Stampin' Blends and just kind of fill in the other things. So this was Calypso Coral, and there's a fat end, you can see by the stripe, and there's a end that's skinnier. Because I'm doing little small areas, I'm going to use the skinny side. And I'm just going to fill in the part that didn't get stamped. And so we're going to do that one last. This is Granny Apple Green, so we're going to do this one. Just kind of coloring them in, making them a little more bird-like here. This is Lovely Lipstick. And Highland Heather. Give them some on the outside. My Highland Heather's running out here. I use it a lot. And then since this is a little bigger and I have a bigger space, I'm going to use the wider side just to kind of color it in a little bit. Okay, so the one that I saw, this is Pumpkin Pie, which I'm going to use for the beaks because it kind of makes a good beak color. The one that I saw, the other one do it, instead of putting an egg on hers, she had a little rabbit from the Grace's Garden stamp set that she put right underneath. So it's like a little bunny. It's really cute. Little bunny down there. You could put anything down there. And I put a little egg down there because I'm kind of making this a baby card for a baby. So this one I'm going to use the bigger end for because there's a lot more to fill in on the feathers. So I'm just gonna start coloring that in. Kind of color in the feathers here on the side. Oops, I forgot one at the top, didn't I? Let's do that one too. And then I also took this one and just kind of went right around the edge of the bird, right inside the black line that I made with the journaling pen, just to give him a little more color. Just color him in just a little bit. And there you go, you're done. So like I said, oh, no, I'm not. I have one more thing to do. I almost forgot. If you'll notice on this card, there's a whole bunch of like little dots. And what I did, I also used the blends with these. I used the skinny end, not the fat end. And I just kind of did random dots all over the card. And I did that in every color. Make sure I got the right end. And there's really no rhyme or reason to where I put them. Just in little groups. And, yep. Might want to put one more there. Just to fill in the background a little bit. And so you're just kind of dotting it on. And you can kind of see it's starting to give it a little more color and a little more background. And there's really no, you know, like right place where I put it. It's just, in fact, I'm going to put two there. Just kind of randomly grouping them together. It's a great way to just do a little bit of decorating, but you're not really coloring. You're just kind of giving it a little dot. Just for a little interest. And might as well do them with the pumpkin pie one too. Okay, here we go. And now we're going to put the rest of the card together. So what we're going to do is just put this one right on top of here. So I'm going to get my snail, put some on the back, and I'm just going to attach it right in the middle on the front. And because I was going to do this as a baby card, which is why I put the little thing, I'm going to use the stamp from Welcome Easter, which says Welcome to the World, Little One. And I'm going to put that on the inside. And this is the piece that's going to go on the inside. So I'm actually going to take that same blob stamp like I did there, and I'm going to stamp it in the middle of this side too. And let's see, try and get it somewhere in the middle. And then I'm going to take that Welcome to the Little One stamp. I'm going to stamp it in black right on top of that little blob there. Okay. And then we're just going to put this on the inside of our card, and then we'll be finished. And you can see how fast this card goes. Just very quick, doesn't take very long to do. You don't have to be an expert at drawing. They call it doodling, and it is really doodling. You're just kind of doodling around the outside of your stamps there. Let's make sure I get this right side up here. I'm just going to put this right on the inside of my card, like that. And now the card is done. There you go. So those are the cards. You can see they're a little bit different, kind of the same, but you know, colors are a little bit mixed up. But it's super easy, and I hope you'll give this a try, and I hope you enjoyed watching. So good luck.